Commencing with the infrastructural follow-up, because of course there had to be an aim on sides of those playing other people quasis as originals. No, playing originals as quasis. No, the other way around. Pretending to be certain people which they were not, disregarding the matter of the question what with the originals, and setting up a whole nebulous, questionable questionable setup in which they would set other people, making them believe they speak to certain people which were already dead or thought to soon to be dead, killed, and so on and so forth. The Vermisstenanzeigen idea, this is a follow-up. The often cited text of mine, Genesis, art paragraphs 241a, 1 for including attempt of murder several times to my disbehalf, StGB. Albeit one could start questioning that, because if every attempt was to be seized at a certain point of time, either shortly before finalization, or even not immediately recognizable, as was, for example, the case with a pledge via then PayPal. That would have put me onto the American market to search there for anyone needing an address to put money into. I would assumption, as early as 2019, when that 3-page Schreiben of mine was out, meant the formulation in which I announced and proposed and started to attempt looking into the arson and so on and so forth complex, as I later could show. Then the lights went on, and certain people that knew me since longer would likely, if one redraws and resketches, lights were on, and they would say, let's be careful, let's hinder that. They would, this on behalf of the Erfurtian Staatsanwaltschaft, but likely parts of which played a part in having taken part in not receiving my Schreiben, 3 pages only, and not seeing the necessity to let secure my computer, and if by hindering that time, shall I say, regular procedures here in Thuringia or Erfurt, and this is that they would likely thought, having let that email through. My brother was it, though. He would ask me, did you receive a response letter? No, I didn't. This is 2 versions. Either I did not get any, yeah, indeed. I did not get any, or there was not sent any, or I did get one, but it was snatched away out of the letterbox, co-rented by myself, but seen as in someone else's possessionship, ownership, even. They would then divert the complexes cited there, which is political criminality. They would think, well, what we have prepared since beginning of 90s, which we don't know everything about. The later by myself reconstructed cited list, Genesis at those paragraphs, Um, they would think, well, this might not suffice because that one, as our flat intruders showed us copied schreiben likely of each and every invitation that I got, and each and every train ticket that I bought in order to get there and take part. Likely they would also hang a camera inside. Uh, Likely. Um, so therefore, they would prop up that by developing the idea. Well, that one has been stripped of everything. Is in the procedures of re-establishing herself, by means of getting herself halfway to the same set of clothes again, if many parts second hand. Um, they would start. They would start creating that tax problem just in case I would find anything like indeed something like a micro job. Thereby, they would keep me in the potentiality of becoming myself a criminal. This is that by creating those problems, the Staatsanwaltschaft or the Justice Ministry, you are part of it. You are part of it by not having taken me serious enough. The police as well here in Thuringia. By not having taken me serious enough, keywords, computer criminality does not interest here anyone. Flat intrusions likewise. You did not offer me anything. You took part in certain TV, what was it, a proposal or what? Or an announcement or an offer. To whom? To my brother, to secure his one of his degrees or what? Other people have understood it. Um, in the outside of Germany. Then the second complex is betrayal, is fraud, is for example insurance fraud. Yeah, I hinted at one example likely because that one all of a sudden coincidentally doubled, had lots of time at hands the whole summer long. What did he do? Curing his food or what? I doubt that. I doubt that he would strengthen his skills. He would teach other people. He would teach the crowd he would surround himself with. If that was provable, that one indeed was living in my neighborhood, did not show up here anytime, helped create a nebulous story of a boy that flew over from so far away with loads of bags of money filled into, and other than giving me simply my share. On grounds of the 2006 criminality, UAE, he would dole out it, strengthen his followership, weaken me, pushing me aside, making me obsolete, and hoping for more, like attempt of self-murder, if legally impossible. What else did I cite there? Of course, the arson. They would think, well, this is so unimportant. It is over. It is long over. So that chance we had given her has passed. Even before I went, or during the time of the Obdachlosen homelessness care home stay time. And those were the three main parts, main complexes. Also, I cited there as regards the political complex, political crime complex. I cited two examples which occurred in two countries in that hemisphere. I think around 2010 or what. And they would then invite their girlies over and did a whole sexy film with persons already stuffed and filled. Those that knew loads enough not to feel the fear. Uh, this was that likely my money was used for that, part of my money at least. He would CRISPR himself to be able to appear in such and such a shape and appearance. He would find a person with indeed a Australian citizenship and drag him over. This is likely that has been done parallel to my homelessness care homestay time. Just right in the neighborhood, yeah, as if the Braunstraße 6 and 7 was Erfurt 1, and beginning of the street was the surrounding, out of which the person came with a computer. The last appointment when I left that health care center. Those people you are looking for. The BBC would introduce them as the new German elite. Yeah, on what grounds? The arson, they would do something with that, of course, as well. They would in order to get into their ranks, they would force people to commit crimes. For example, shoot policemen into the face. This one could find any explanations if one still would need some in the touch me, I wanna be dirty text. Yeah. This is what has been achieved here. I did enough. I'm not ready as of yet, but I announced here several times what is the problem. But the only answer that I would get, go to the Dingsda hospital, go there. Police, which I was directed to by the person that presides here, the computer criminality department, prosecution service of Erfurt, Thuringia, Landeshauptstadt, main capital here, main city here. This now leads to the new video, to the next video in that streak. In this streak, 85, is this video apt in that streak? Yes, of course it is. Is it 85? I decide later. Maybe it is 86. Yeah, it is apt. It is the death, alludes to the death of my half-cousin Ariane Pieper. That was also made a theme in the arson. So this is post 86. Concerning the infrastructural idea to combine my letter 2019, the 3 pages, with what I have reconstructed. It is a reconstruction. It is my work, but not my initial idea. Yeah, because it's a reconstruction. The construction was beforehand. This leads to the video that indeed goes into the video number 85, video streak reel, which introduces the set of blondes. Sophia is one, the other one is I don't know what, as a possible quasi-MCAS. Did you make up your mind what is going to do? What is going to be done with that one? Me? No, because the person that is not Sophia but the other one already showed up shortly after the arson. Since You are either before me or behind me, attempting to do any what that you could be certain I would not have any clue about. Who are you?